Our third co-host.
Yeah, he usually sitting right there where those lights are. Usually be Evan Reel, who's our third co-host, but he's out of town.
He's out of
in
town,
Ireland, but he happens
He's in Ireland. You said
Yeah.
he's in Ireland.
Cool.
He is your number one fan.
we love you.
So
way.
sad. And in fact, we even at one point I had asked him. Because like fans of different artists have names like Nicki Minaj is the Barbs and there's the Lambs and the Monsters.
Yeah.
So we had actually come up with your fans' names.
I can't wait
which
for
are
The K-Cav Cavaliers.
the Cavaliers.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun.
we're always talking about he's the head Cavalier, I would say.
literally-
Oh,
Cavaliers.
So sad he's not
I
here.
know.
Feel free to
Cavaliers.
use
I'm
that,
gonna use
obviously.
that on my podcast.
Yeah, please
I'll
do.
give you guys credit.
He
You
almost
take it.
he almost canceled
It's
his trip.
yours.
It's with
You
his
own
in-law,
it.
so he couldn't. But we have some questions from him. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard these yet also. So apologies in advance, but also you're welcome.
Yeah,
Who knows?
let's see what he says, Evan.
I'm so excited.
Hey, this is Evan from New York City. As a major, massive stan of Kristin Cavallari, some people call me the number one K-Cav Cavalier on the planet. I'm just very curious about your relationship with Heidi Montag during the filming of Laguna Beach, because in season 2, there was this runway fashion show for, I think Trey was putting on a fashion show, and you guys were having the time of your lives walking down the runway together, holding hands, smiling, laughing, just being total girly pops. Was it difficult to maintain that friendship despite the Lauren connection? Because you not only stayed friends with Heidi, you introduced her to Spencer, you're still friends with Heidi. How did you make it through the Lauren of it all?
Great question. I actually think that'd probably be a better question for Heidi, because I wasn't friends with Lauren. I didn't do anything. I was just friends with Heidi. Heidi was the one who had to be friends with both of us. But I will say, so after we graduated, Lauren and I actually became really friendly too. And I remember we went on this trip to the Bahamas. We were all hanging out. All of us girls had the time of our lives together. I mean, I think once the camera stopped rolling on Lauren and I, we never had an issue with each other.
That's good. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because, of course, when you do your podcast, you make headlines. I feel your guests have to know, going on to Let's Be Honest, it's Let's Be Honest. How do you help, promote, be like, hey, guys, come on, I'm making a safe environment, because people run to do your show.
Yeah, you know what it is, though? So I used to go to LA frequently to bank a bunch of podcast episodes with guests, and I don't go to LA that much anymore. I have my kids a lot more now. I used to do 50-50 with my ex, so I can't get out to LA as much as I used to. So honestly, what it's become with guests is if you're in Nashville, I'm like, great, come on.
Roll through.
Yeah, otherwise it's become a lot of solo episodes. And so I would love to get more people yes and no, because I actually think big celebrity interviews are not the best, because I'm sure you guys know they are very closed off, which I totally can understand and appreciate, but I'm not looking for a surface level conversation. I want conversations where people are going to be honest and real with me, and that category of people is not who's going to give you those.
And it's a thing too where it's oh, I don't care about your method for getting into a character on a drama show. No.
I want to know what makes you, your trauma, and why you are the way you are.
I start crying. I'm like, well, Kristin, I'm Irish from New Jersey, if we want to get into it.
Exactly.
Or not what motivated you to create your skincare.
Yeah, I don't care,
Right,
actually.
right.
I
Yeah,
don't want to sound mean, but
No, it's
that's
true.
not what's interesting
Well,
to me.
one thing-
I am curious because you're talking about how you love to go deep and not be surface level. I love that you are opening up your family on this show, because your kids are filming and they love it.
They love it. You can tell. My oldest is like, I love having a microphone on me. Yeah. I think because this is the first time I've shown my kids, and they're the biggest part of my life. So to be able to allow people in to a tiny little degree. I mean, they filmed for 2 days. I think they're in 3 scenes total.
Okay, yeah.
I would never do a reality show, full on about my family and everything. I still stand by everything I have said. I want to keep my kids and everything. But it was nice to be able to share this experience with them, because reality TV has been such a large part of my life for so many years, that to be able to just have this little moment together was nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it's funny because since you launched the podcast, I've been talking about how good you've been at to drop news. You're getting you drop stuff how to get news out there. And I feel like Michelle Obama has been copying your playbook.
Oh.
He says this every day.
I say it every time. I'm like,
you.
Michelle Obama is literally copying the Kristin Cavallari playbook.
God, I love you for
and doing the same
that.
thing, because then she you come out with an episode, and then she comes out and she'll dish on her alleged marital woes. So anyway, she's got
I
she'll
need to
talk
check out
about
her podcast.
she's getting some spicy stuff
And
out there.
I feel
Yes,
it's kind of the thing
girl.
too, because of course she's someone like you too. People are going to talk about. You're like, I know the truth, so if I want to say it, and then it'll just be so much easier.